We have some big news coming in. Prime Minister Modi chairs a crucial meeting to chalk out the parliament strategy. Home Minister Amit Shah, Prakash Javadekar, Prahlad Joshi all in attendance. This comes as disruption continues in the Lok Sabha. Prime Minister is expected to reply in the Rajya Sabha on Monday. Here's Prime Minister Modi now in a key huddle with his cabinet ministers, along with Home Minister Amit Shah, Prakash Javadekar, Prahlad Joshi, all in attendance. This comes as a disruption continues in the Lok Sabha. Prime Minister is in a meeting to decide on the strategy on how to proceed with the sessions in the Lok Sabha. Here, Prime Minister is expected to reply in the Rajya Sabha on Monday. Anand Patel joining us for more details. Anand, here is Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is holding a key meeting, a very crucial meeting with all his top members in his team, including Home Minister Amit Shah, Prahlad Joshi. We are looking at a strategy that's been chalked out by the Prime Minister on how to go forward in the proceedings, with seeing huge disruptions owing to the opposition and the ruckus they've created in the Lok Sabha as well as the Rajya Sabha.
Yes, Nabila, this is what we are picking up from inside the Parliament House, that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in a crucial meeting with Home Minister Amit Shah and also his other cabinet colleagues, the Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar and also the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi are also there in this meeting. Now, this assumes a lot of significance, Nabila, because of the fact that for 3 successive days, there's been hardly any business in Lok Sabha because of the standoff between the centre and the opposition MPs led by the Congress party. Now, we've seen the opposition parties in Lok Sabha demanding that the discussion on the farm law should be taken up separately and not be clubbed with the motion of thanks on the presidential speech as it happened in the Rajya Sabha. And this is the contention which has kept this standoff live for almost 3 days now. Prahlad Joshi, Parliamentary Affairs Minister, has been saying it on the floor of the House in Lok Sabha that, look, Rajya Sabha MPs agreed to have the discussion along with the motion of thanks on the presidential speech. Similarly, we can do it in the Lok Sabha as well, but the opposition MPs in Lok Sabha are not paying any heed to the request and plea time and again, both by the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla and also Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi. And this meeting clearly indicates that the government is very much concerned because it is loss of crucial business hours of the Lok Sabha. Remember, 3 days have already been lost and the Lok Sabha has not been able to take up the motion of thanks on the presidential speech even. So clearly, the government thinks that this is very serious, and that is the reason why the strategy meeting is going on, and hope so that the leader of opposition and also other leaders of the opposition parties will be talked about this by these Parliamentary Affairs Minister as well as the Lok Sabha Speaker to break this standoff in Lok Sabha.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. But stay with us, Anand. We do know that, like you did mention, this is serious issues. It's not just about the opposition stepping up their attack, but it's also simultaneously hordes of farmers along the borders of Delhi who are seated in protest over 2 months. The pressure is indeed visible. We're looking at the government trying to understand and strategize on how to face this onslaught. Thank you, Anand. We have some more big news coming in. Congress MP now, Digvijay Singh, slamming Agricultural Minister Narendra Singh Tomar's Khoon Se Kheti charge, says what happened in Godhra was Khoon Ki Kheti. He further accused BJP of inciting communal hatred. Here's Digvijay Singh, who hits out at Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar. Let's take a listen what he said.
नरेंद्र सिंह तोमर जी से पूछना चाहता हूँ कि गोधरा में जो खेती हुई नरेंद्र मोदी जी की, वो पानी की खेती थी कि खून की खेती थी? भाजपा और संघ ये नफरत की राजनीति करते हैं और नफरत से हिंसा फैलती है, और जब भी हिंसा होती है, सांप्रदायिक दंगे होते हैं, इन्हें हमेशा फ़ायदा होता है.
All right, you heard what Digvijay Singh said, the Congress MP. He's slamming the Agricultural Minister Narendra Singh Tomar over what he said. Tomar, in fact, accused the Congress of instigating the farmers and said, Khoon se kheti is what Congress indulges in. This is a charge. And now here, Digvijay Singh raking up the Godhra riots, saying that what happened in Godhra was Khoon ki kheti. Further saying BJP is inciting communal violence and hatred. Let's go over to Anand Patel. Anand, please take us through Digvijay Singh making a sharp remark against what Tomar said over Khoon Se Kheti charge against the Congress. He rakes up Godhra, saying that that's the BJP trying to instigate and incite communal hatred.
Well, yes, you know, these are the comments by Digvijay Singh, the Congress MP from Madhya Pradesh. Also, the Agriculture Minister comes from Madhya Pradesh itself. And yes, the barb which were flying back and forth in the Rajya Sabha, the Congress MP has responded it with raking up the Gujarat right issue as well. But, you know, this is not the official stand of the party so far. The party has not endorsed this officially. It remains to be seen as to what the party says about it. But this is a comment by the Congress MP Digvijay Singh in response to the Khoon Ki Kheti barb by the Union Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar while he was replying to the allegations and accusations leveled by the several MPs in Rajya Sabha when the discussion on motion of thanks on the presidential speech was going on over the farm laws. The Union Agriculture Minister clearly said that 11 rounds of talks have been held and the farmers and also the opposition MPs have not been able to pinpoint what is wrong with the laws. The government, although is ready to make some amendments, but there is nothing wrong with the law, and this is what has caused a furor among the opposition MPs. We saw MPs from Punjab and Haryana categorically attacking the agriculture minister, saying that this is what the comments of the agriculture minister is far from reality and is not in sync with what is happening on the ground. It's not just the farmers from Punjab, but also farmers from Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, as far as Maharashtra, have come to the borders of Delhi and are protesting in this biting chill for almost 70 days now, and close to 170 farmers have lost their lives. It's the government policy which is leading to death of farmers and not the opposition parties.
All right, Anand, thank you very much for joining us with those details. In fact, we're looking at quite some ruckus in both houses. In Rajya Sabha, particularly, Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar addressed the ongoing farmers' agitation.